Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. I'm kind of upset, actually. Look, I don't want to be coming at you every day with griping about something. Like, I wasn't really griping about the Protestant work ethic video, but just expressing a view. But I am upset today about something that just happened. Okay, I'm allergic to bees, totally. Not partially. Like, I almost died. I was married, and this bee came out of the clothesline and whipped onto my face. And oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, I did not look anything like me. It was hideous. It was a very dramatic scene, and this was years ago. Should I tell the story or should I spare you of the background? I'll go ahead and tell you the story, a little bit of it. It might cheer me up, make me giggle. Yeah, so at any rate, it came whipping out of the clothesline. One of those umbrella type ones. I better throw something on over these arms. Okay, that's better. I'm in like all these patriotic colors today. It's sort of funny. It flew out. It stung me in the face, and it was just real strange. And then Paul, my husband at the time, Spencer's father, the child's father, was getting home from work, and I like walked by him, and I looked so hideous he couldn't even look at me. And one thing led to another, and I went over to Mother's, and she was on the phone with her friend, the doctor, who died recently, telling him all this stuff. Meanwhile, I looked down on my arm, like the inner arm here. See, I couldn't lift that arm earlier and show you what an inner arm looks like you don't know. You have to see my inner arm. You can't look at your own. And it was getting all hivey and such. And he's like, oh my God, get her to the hospital. She's in whatever it's called, Aflac, the commercial shock. I think it's called anaphylactic shock. Is that right? Wow, I'm silly for being cranky. Anyhow, so we were on our way, and I really started to get mad, like my throat was closing and stuff. So Mother, God love her, just drove me right to the ambulance service in Conneaut Lake. Conneaut Lake Area Ambulance Service, ladies and gentlemen, I highly recommend them. How can I recommend them? Like, what if you live in California? Okay, so at any rate, they whipped me in there and got me into the hospital. But at one point, I looked at myself in the mirror, and I can't even explain, because I don't really know. Like, I never saw the movie The Elephant Man or whatever that was, but I was told I kind of looked like that. I didn't look like Lisa Hauserman in the least. There was nothing familiar about me, ladies and gentlemen. It was really very freaky. And of course, Mother's trying to act casual as to not freak me out in the hospital. Like, oh my God, where's my daughter? You look hideous. She's really good with that kind of stuff. Okay, life went on, and I have to carry this EpiPen. There is a purpose to the story. A few months later, I was a waitress at Mama Bear's. This is going to take a while, I think. And the ambulance crew who saved my life came in to eat, as they did often, and they didn't know who I was. I'm like, you saved my life. Oh my God, you're hurt. Because I just looked so different. So, bottom line is I have to carry an EpiPen. Well, I am not one to gallop off to the doctor every drop of a hat. In fact, I don't want to offend anybody here, but I'm not really into a lot of the Western medicine. I don't know how else to put it. I think they're good if you get hit by a bus or something like that, but I don't know. I just know there's a lot of cures that have been hidden, and they, usually don't go to the root of the problem. Instead, they just try to, they don't try to cure you, really. They just treat you kind of deal. That's why it's called medical practice, ladies and gentlemen. No offense if I have any doctors watching this. I don't think I do. Come on, what doctor's going to look at my videos? At any rate, so I just don't gallop off to the doctor every other minute. And evidently, I haven't been to my nurse practitioner on the east side. Oh, the east side. In 2 years, which they sternly just told me when I called them about refilling my EpiPen. One moment, please. I always say one moment, but you don't notice I paused. I'm back, and you don't know how long I was gone or where I went, and I'm not going to tell you. Okay, so I just casually called over there, and I asked them if they could please call the pharmacy and renew my whatever the heck they're going to do, because if EpiPen is going to be $5 million, which I think my insurance covers it. It always has in the past, but who knows? But something similar, whatever, will save my life in the event of a bee sting. And she was really rude with me, I thought. And I was rude right back. I'm just going to be honest with you, because I usually lie my butt off to you, but this time I'm going to be honest. I just don't like why are these people elevated above us? Like, remember the Seinfeld skit where he was talking about pharmacists are elevated above you, and like when you go to a regular pharmacy, they're like on a different level, and it's really weird. But I'm not really much into Seinfeld, but I do remember that skit. And yeah, I just don't like this authoritarian type. Well, you're going to have to come over here because we haven't seen you in 2 years. And I'm like, okay, so what if I get stung by a bee? I'm just going to keel over dead until my appointment. Oh, well, you'll have to go to the emergency room or the urgent care. I'm like, well, I guess I will. So bottom line is, Friday at 3 o'clock, I'm going to go over. Plus, they claimed that I was a no-show at some appointments. That's really not like me, ladies and gentlemen. I hardly think I was a no-show. What they probably did, and I've told them not to do, but they still do it because nobody really listens, is don't email me, don't text me on my cell phone. I don't even use a cell phone as a cell phone, by the way. I don't. I know it's strange. But I'm not going to be responding to you have an appointment here, there, and everywhere through an email or whatever. Telephone me. I don't recall that happening. I could be wrong. Maybe I did space on an appointment or something. So I'll give them that much. But the bottom line is I have to go over there at 3 o'clock Friday for, like, to have a physical or some crap. I don't know what even for. I really don't. She's like, we haven't seen you in 2 years. You have to come over here before they'll call me in. The life-saving bee sting kit. Here on June, whatever it is, 12th or 13th or 11th or something like that, whatever the date is. Bee season, mind you, ladies and gentlemen, here in Conneaut Lake, Pennsylvania. So I'm not happy about it. And I don't like their attitude toward me. And I'm not going to take it anymore. I'm not just going to go over and be some little, oh, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I spaced on an appointment. Oh, forgive me. Oh, yes, you have authority over me. I'm not doing it. I want my bee sting kit and I want the hell out of there. And so that's the game plan. All right, that's the story. I just thought, why not take it to YouTube? Why not just take my issues right to my loungers, which I'm doing. So I'm done. I'm done doing that. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to release you from bondage and get back to trying to get some work done for the paper, which has been difficult today because I've been really upset since that phone call. I can't believe she couldn't just call in the kit and then demand that I come over. Like, okay, we'll go ahead and do this, Lisa, but we really need you to come over for an appointment. They had a cancellation Friday, by the way. That's the only way I got in. So it could have been 3 weeks from now. And, I'd have to call an ambulance if I got stung by a bee. I can't take it. I won't take it. I will not tolerate rude behavior in a man or a woman or a doctor. Okay, Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has been lounging. While coming at you with thoughts of the day, join me, join others. Drop your political identities. Let's focus on issues. Leave labels at the door. Research before you judge. Remember, war is a racket, and so is this medical field, really. I think it's a racket. They want you in for all the stupid crap. It's a total racket, not a partial. But here's the book. I'm knocking things over big time. There you go. Over and out.